On May 30th, 2002, New York City marked the end of the recovery effort. It was an incredible, moving ceremony, and we wanted to use today, 10 years to the day later, to say once more, thank you for what you did.
It was an important moment, but it was an unbelievably solemn moment, and one where, for all the pride and real gratitude I feel, I still can't today not think of those who lost their loved ones and have this tremendous sense of loss that I think all New Yorkers feel.
The moments went on for months for the recovery workers who toiled day after day after day.
People on the site gave, I think, the American people a sense of hope again about how neighbors are willing to help neighbors and people are willing to put their own lives on the line.
We've lost a lot, and in their honor and in gratitude for their sacrifice, I think coming together for this celebration of their lives and their dedication to service is so important for who we are as New Yorkers and who we are as Americans.
The right words are thank you, but they don't seem powerful enough. They don't seem emotional enough because the magnitude of thanks that I feel for those thousands of men and women who every day and every night were on the pile for months is something that will forever inspire me.
The memories of all the men and women who I had the honor of meeting and representing during those months and even years after 9/11 just is the greatest symbol of American resilience and strength and the common heroism of countless Americans who responded to the terrible events of 9/11.
Many recovery workers weren't even from New York, but they came to help. They answered the clarion call of community. They may not have come as New Yorkers, but they left with the love and the gratitude of every New Yorker.
I think of those who came with food. I think of those who came to give blood. I think of those contractors who came to help clear the site in search in the beginning of possible survivors. I think of the police and firefighters and emergency management from all over.
Average, hardworking, middle-class folks, true gritty New Yorkers rushing to the towers, doing the job, not asking for praise, not asking for anything in return. And it totally changed the view of who New York was around the country.
Probably one of the most positive things that happened late that afternoon were a group of construction workers who just came and volunteered to help. And it was a lot of them. I can't remember now how many. It seemed to me like it was thousands, it probably was hundreds. And I asked one of them, what are you doing here? Because they weren't firefighters or EMS workers. And they said, well, we're big guys and we can lift things and we can help. I said, wow. And I said, you know, this is really dangerous. And they said, we don't give a, I won't tell you what else they said.
And they stayed week after week, month after month, doing that cleanup. There's so many things you can say about our first responders, but the most important is their fearlessness, their bravery, and their selflessness.
For lots of segments of our society, they've been the forgotten heroes of that day. We remember the police officers and the firefighters, the EMTs who went into that building that day, and we always should. But we need to remember those people who came afterwards and restored the site to a place where we can once again build not only commerce, but build memories.
I think it's really important to thank the recovery workers because with all of the attention to September 11th, they haven't gotten the real attention they deserve, because I don't think most people understand how dangerous what they did was.
The fires were burning, the smoke was overwhelming, but they continued their mission. It was an act of heroism that should be a reminder about what you do when the worst happens.
Tremendous amount of heroism, courage, and patriotism demonstrated that day. And we need to continue to remind everybody in this country that that existed, that it exists today, and we need to constantly thank those who are putting their necks on the line every day.
When you look at the recovery at the site, it gives you a great deal of strength and optimism about the future of New York and the future of America.
The construction workers and all of the volunteers who came and worked at that site have given us the opportunity to come back and provide for the future.
When I think of them and think, yeah, that's the best of New York, that's the best of America, that's the best of humanity, thank you.
Thank you seems like a small thing to say, but it really does come from the heart.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
To the thousands of men and women who worked so heroically for the rescue at the World Trade Center, our nation thanks you.